She divorced her husband, and now she's crying in the streets. So, I mean, it's an unfortunate reality, but this is something that happens a lot. Many of you know the story about Tom Brady and what ultimately ended up happening regarding his ex wife. So, Tom Brady is probably the most famous football player in modern history. He was married to a model named Gisele Bun Bundchen. He initially retired and then he decided that he was not going to stick with it. And then he came out of retirement and then he finally retired again. And his wife divorced him. Now, his wife, she is a supermodel. She has been one of the highest paid models in the world. And they have a ton of kids together. So they actually have, two kids. She's 43 years old. And, I always say it's from the streets that they came, and it is to the streets that they shall return. So she's a Brazilian fashion model. And in 2007, she was the 16th richest woman in the entertainment industry and earned the top spot of Forbes' top earning models list. So she's crazy wealthy, crazy, crazy wealthy, all on her own. And she was with Tom Brady, who is 6 feet tall, or above 6 feet tall, has a six pack, one of the most best athletes in the absolute world. He's up there with LeBron James. They just literally did the roast of Tom Brady. That's how famous he is. All right. So he's got the six pack. Okay. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So forget about more than six figures, seven figures, eight figures. No, this is a 9-figure man, and he's headed for billionaire, more than likely. Billionaire. He is one of the best athletes on the planet. All right. Number one in football. And he's a Chad. He's very good. He's handsome. She left this man. She began cheating on her husband with a jiu-jitsu instructor, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructor, just because she could. Just because she could. All right? She destroyed her marriage so that she could go right back to the streets. And she was going around, running around out there in the streets. And we can see the toll that is actually played on her right now, because she basically popped up in a video recently. And she was crying her eyes out. By the way, if you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. And of course, members for the channel do get new videos early. If you'd like to learn more about that, click the join button down below this video. So she thought that she could step out on her man. She could do what she wanted. She can go and run back to the streets because she was still, good looking. She was a supermodel and she was desirable. But this is a woman who has multiple kids. This is a woman who's worth, I believe, hundreds of millions of dollars herself. It's an extremely wealthy person. All right. But she's still a woman who is 43 years old. She's already had her children. And she left her, and she was with, check this out. She was listed as the 89th most powerful woman in the world by Forbes back in 2014. All right. So she wants a man that was better. She wants a man that's better than her. What does she do? She goes and hooks up with a broke boy. This is why I always tell you guys, the Plan S guys, the men that women actually love, those are the broke Chads. Those are the broke Tyrones. And of course, qualities can overlap. For example, Brad Pitt is a Plan A guy. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He's a Chad. But the thing is that because he's a man of value, that automatically puts him at a disadvantage. And so he's no longer a man that a woman will naturally love because he's not a broke Chad. The men that women actually love are broke Chads and broke Tyrones. Men who have nothing to lose and everything to gain. This is their nature. This is how women actually are. Men that believe that a woman loves them because of all the different things that, he can do for her, and he has all of these great qualities and he's able to provide for her. He's a fool. He's a fool to believe these things. You're basically buying love. Love is not something that you can buy from a person. It's something that a person gives freely. And we're taught as men that if we have all of these amazing qualities, a woman will love us. But think about it. That's nothing more than a bribe. Or if you make all of this money and you can do all of these things for her, then she's going to love you. That's stupidity. A woman chooses who she loves. Some of the guys, look at Little Poncho. They love Little Poncho. They love Little Poncho. Okay? The fat little belly. He loves tequila, carne asada. Okay? Corona. Okay? He lays up, they're laying up in your bed while you're at work, kicking up his little feet, dropping taco sauce on your sheets. Sometimes a little fart slips out. He has your pillow between his legs. Sometimes a little beep slips out on the pillow, but it's okay because she loves him. She's there giving him gentle little kisses on his little belly and his feet when she doesn't even want to touch you. Come on, y'all. She stepped out on her husband, and guess what? Now she's out there crying in the streets when, she's by herself. These jokers that she was running around with, they're nowhere to be seen, and she doesn't have the safety of her man anymore. And she will never do any better than Tom Brady. Like, it just hit her like, I can't do better than this man. Like, Kim Kardashian will never do better than Kanye West. She will never, ever do better. Highly unlikely. I'm just being serious. He's not a billionaire anymore, but I think he very well may be a billionaire again one day. But this dude is still worth like $400 to $500 million. He's still one of the most iconic rappers of all time. He's still Kanye West. She's not going to do any better than Kanye. Think about it carefully. When Jay-Z was running around on Beyonce, and Beyonce's like, you're replaceable, coming out with songs, you're replaceable. She couldn't replace Jay-Z. Who's she going to replace Jay-Z with? Jay-Z is a billionaire. Jay-Z is one of the most iconic rappers of all times. One of the most iconic musicians of all time, regardless if you like him or not. Who is she going to replace him with? Like, how, like what? With a broke, the best she can do is a broke boy that she's going to have to support. But these are not marriageable men. These men, Chad and Tyrone, Little Poncho, they're not marriageable men. Women will have children with these men and then find a plan A guy, if they can, or a plan S guy to take care of these children, to take care of them and their children. But, a plan A guy or plan B guy, but plan S guy is the men that they actually love. They're not marriageable men, but those are the guys that they love, but they can't marry these men, so they can't do any better. When they leave a guy like what? Jay-Z, a guy like Kanye, a guy like Tom Brady, who are they going to go to? Who are they going to go to? Like, who are they going to replace these men with? No one. No one. That's the answer. They are completely done for. They cannot replace these men. It's the truth. So this woman, she screwed up. She cannot replace this man. She's heading into her mid-40s, 2 kids. And who does she think she's going to... And men don't care about a woman's money. High-value men do not care about a woman's money. So she's not going to be able to go out there and find another Tom Brady. In fact, how many other Tom Bradys are there out there? Guys, he's at the very, very top. He's the number 1 NFL player in the world. Number 1. One of the top athletes in the world, up there with LeBron James. This is it. She cannot do any better than this man. And she was cheating on him. And of course, women cannot take accountability for anything that they do. Let's jump into the video.
Video you saw exclusively, first on 10, of a tense traffic stop. Cops pulling over supermodel Gisele Bundchen. Bundchen telling the officer who stopped her that she was being chased by paparazzi. And Local 10's Rush Lowe live now in Surfside with what happened next. Rush.
Tears in Surfside, and this time they're coming from a supermodel who says she was being stalked.
There's a paparazzi right there. Look right there.
Okay, let me see your license, please.
It's Wednesday afternoon in Surfside, and police pull over Tom Brady's ex-wife and supermodel Gisele Bundchen for a traffic infraction.
I was just trying to escape from that guy.
You can hear her say paparazzi are following her.
There's nothing I can do about that.
The officer takes her license and then returns to her car.
I'll give you a courtesy today.
Thank you. I was just trying to escape from that guy.
I understand who you are. I know that. I'll give you a There's nothing I can do about that.
No, but he's like stalking me.
Okay, well then file a report with Miami Beach because it was coming from Miami Beach. Okay? So
there's more than look at that.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So there's nothing I can do about that.
Then Gisele starts to cry.
What do you need? Why are you crying?
No, I'm so tired. Everywhere I go, I have these guys after me. Nothing protects me. It's like I can't do nothing. I just want to live my life.
I can't prevent them from doing their job, which is to take pictures. Do you need anything else? Can I assist you in anything else?
No, sorry.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The officer walks away. Just a warning, but you can see how upset Gisele is as she wipes away the tears. So at the end of the day, there was never a report written on this, so we don't know exactly why the officer pulled over Gisele.
Now, guys, here's the interesting thing about this. She says, no one is there to protect me. No one is there to protect me. You mean like your husband, the guy you got rid of? Where's the Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructor? Where's that broke boy? Where are all those men you were running around with immediately after you left your husband, even before you left your husband? Where are those men? I'll tell you where they are. They're right back in the streets. And the funniest thing about all of this is that she was out there spending money on these men, having fun with these men, thinking that she was better than her husband. This guy, Tom Brady, is young. Tom Brady is not 50 years old. Tom Brady is a youngin. This dude was born in 1977. He is only 46. He'll be 47 this year. And again, he is still one of the top athletes on the planet. This guy is 6'4". 6'4", all right? 100% Chad. And this is what she did. This is what she did. This is her husband. This guy's a Chad. Wealthy Chad. 6'4", still young, just retired from the NFL, could have kept on going. One of the greatest NFL players in history. Brady is widely regarded as the greatest quarterback of all time. The absolute greatest. Guys, you cannot go any higher. Okay? He is the Michael Jordan of his sport. The Michael Jordan. You can't go any higher than Tom Brady. He is Michael Jordan. He is the Michael Jordan of his sport. And what did she do? She threw her husband away, threw her marriage away, destroyed her family, and now she's crying that she has no man to protect her. She has no one that she can trust. She doesn't know what to do. She's alone. She has all of this money, but guess what? It doesn't matter. She can go, she can afford a bodyguard, but that bodyguard is just going to take advantage of her. In fact, I think she may have actually been in a relationship with one of her bodyguards. And how much is this woman worth? She's worth $400 million. 400, bro. 400. This is insane numbers. And she has no one that she can trust, because any Chad or any Tyrone that comes around, they're only going to try to take advantage of her. She's completely isolated and she's completely alone. Okay? She did that to herself. She 100% did that to herself. What is Tom Brady worth? He's worth $300 million. He's worth $300 million. He actually signed a 10-year contract back in 2022. Let me see. He had signed a contract for $375 million. So his estimated worth is about $300 million. But this guy is, it's usually people make their money after they retire. So between sponsorships and everything, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous where he's headed. Like he's headed for billionaire. He's headed for billionaire. You know, and it says that he's estimated to have earned his net worth has been estimated at 300 million, and he's estimated to have earned around 450 million over his 23-year career. So this guy was actually very good with his money. Guys, now check this out. In 2022, Brady signed a 10-year, $375 million contract with Fox Sports to be the network's main NFL analyst starting in 2024. So that's another huge point. So yeah, this guy is headed for billionaire. This guy is definitely headed for billionaire right now. And if he ends up losing his job or something, they're gonna have to buy out that contract, I think. This is insane. These are crazy numbers. So it looks like this guy is definitely headed for billionaire. And he's only 46. He's only 46. You know, she made that choice for herself. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content on this channel and you want even more of this content, you can consider checking out the Men Walking Away channel. I release daily videos on that channel, and there's a link to it in the description of the video. So you can go check out the channel, subscribe to the channel, enjoy the content. What do you guys think regarding all of this? You know, everything we discussed here today. She divorced her husband, and now she's crying in the streets. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away. And cheers.